I began my journey in the visual arts, I guess, as a illustrator. I always drew, and then moved into paint. I would do like a painting a year back in like 86, 87, in a style I was trying to find. I just like the act of it, but then really found abstract expressionism and action painting on the floor, which the process really spoke to me physically in '97 on the set of Titanic. I had a lot of downtime in Mexico and was building an appreciation for unintended abstraction, for patina, for decay in found objects, in rusty doors and layers, and I just, my selective eye just found that these natural processes of erosion were just somehow very beautiful to me. And I started working with assemblage and found and upcycling, and really enjoyed working with industrial materials, and continued to do that on film sets without bringing materials with me. And as I started to realize there was a fine line between the process in acting, which encourages, for me, spontaneity and improvisation, and dealing with what is and operating with limitation. I found the same restrictions and gifts within painting. I enjoyed the improvisation of even finding materials, the unexpected. So I wouldn't bring anything with me, and I'd find a hardware store or marine supply, and I'd look for recycled paint first, which would limit the playing field, and factors that are determined beyond your control, seemingly. I just found it exciting to work with, dealing with what is and making the best with what you got, and that it just fed me. It kept me sharp as a painter and maybe as an actor, and then ultimately a filmmaker and producer and director, because you got to make lemonade and not stress, and welcome being blindsided as perhaps the better path. Best idea wins, working within a framework, but powering through and not melting down. I think I'd be a good trauma surgeon if I went to school at this point.